Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Change Podcast. I'm Nicole Harvick. I'm your host, and this is Insights to Empowerment. And I'm really excited about our guest today because I read his bio and it was jaw dropping for me. So I am so excited that he's here. He is a holistic healer and a spiritual teacher. He has mastered 49 healing modalities. And I don't know if I'm going to say this right, including the Saanyo method, which I have never heard of, and I'm really excited to learn. So, would you please welcome today leonLevstik?
Hi everyone.
How are you today?
Uh, Good. Healed almost. Had a cold that went a little bit sideways to my lungs, but it's all good now.
Yeah. Tell us, let's start on a journey with you. How did you get started in your spirituality and the desire to learn and the desire to heal?
Oh, that's a long story, but I'll make it short. Uh,
Okay.
well, uh, it all started for me with healing when I was around 10-ish years. With back massages of my not just my friends but family friends, especially uh, the ones with my that were in same age group as my parents, because when you're getting 40 plus, aches are coming. uh,
Mhm.
Not much, but here and there somewhere. So I rubbed their backs and they felt pretty good afterwards, and that was it basically for another, I don't know, 15 plus years. Uh, and then I met my wife, and she's a pretty good healer. She invented this Saanyo method you mentioned, but it's umbrella for all known healing modalities. It
And
combines.
your wife invented that?
Yes.
Wow. Can
Uh,
you tell us about that? Or is it kind of secret?
it's not a secret. It's well, you cannot um, know all modalities in one life. You cannot learn it. It's not enough time. So it's basically process of remembering from your past lives. And um, she's how to say, uh, she works with 100% light and she's a master of it. So and this also means that she's, let's say, she has really high frequency and consciousness, and therefore she needs and must remember things from her past lives. For me, basically, I do remember, let's say, 90% of my lives, all of them, not just, let's say, recent history, few million years, Earth years, but eons of life. Sometimes in details, sometimes just patterns, things like that.
That's so interesting. And I'm hearing that a lot about the great remembering. And I just, I was given something I had no idea what it was, and it was harnessing the storm. And I'm like, I heard my guides tell me that, and I didn't know what it was. They go, yes, you do. And that's what they said. Remember, just remember.
Yeah.
So who, who of us, and I don't know if you know the answer to this, how have we been chosen to remember, or does everyone have the ability to remember?
Everyone has ability to remember. Everyone. But
Everyone,
the
okay.
problem is, as you probably know, not all humans are decided to go with path of light. That means, and even those that decided to follow this path, They don't want to remember all the bad stuff they did or we did. We all did. So, in order to master our energies and to fulfill our true potential, you need to be able to access all of your energies, all of your power. In order to do that, you need to know what you're capable of with plus and minus. So you need to
Mm.
remember not everything, but let's say in general, the worst stuff you did and the best stuff you did. Basically, everything in between, because all the patterns in our lives that we haven't learned yet, or all the lessons, it's just repeating themselves until we master those lessons.
Wow. So
And
is it like
let's say,
balancing the good and bad karma?
e- it's karma. It's if you go to Buddhist, it's explanation of karma. It's not all there. It's in pieces, but as we know it, it's not all there. Um, so basically, as far I understand, it's like yes, eye for an eye. This is plus you're just jumping from good guy to bad guy, basically. Uh, that's karma, you know.
Okay.
But we need to, how to say, overcome those jumpings from plus to minus, minus to plus, being good, being bad, and find this arithmetic middle between our worst and our best. This arithmetic middle, let's say 0 point. When you have these 2 points, you can draw a circle. You have a center line. And what's the circle? Creator.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
creator.
That's
Because it's everything. All the experience, all the knowledge, everything it's in this circle. In all these bad things we did, it's just a lesson not learned. But the
gotcha.
problem to learn a lesson, we need to understand it. So we need to feel from perspective of God what we messed up. If we were a tyrant like a king, we need to understand from perspective of God, of the Creator, the pain we inflicted, and as a victim, this is just same problem with power. One is denying, one is how is the word in English? Abusing
Okay.
power. So
Gotcha.
we need to pull this problem of power from third chakra to basically our heart chakra, because the most powerful energy in the world, in the omniverse, is power of the heart. So in order to find that power, you need to step in the arithmetic middle and go up.
Mm.
Even if you make a mistake, you will do this. Deflect, you will not jump from your path anymore. You can fall, but you will come back.
Ah, interesting. Now, is the heart our truth center? That's what I've been told. Does that sound correct to you?
What is truth? Your truth, my truth, absolute truth? I don't know. Your truth, from our heart, truth is something. Uh, when we talk like being truly authentic, not pretending knowingly or unknowingly, pretending things we are not. This is alter ego, not ego, but alter ego. Ego is the good stuff. So it prevents us being, let's say, manifested angels. Just open
Mhm.
everything. We will die very soon because we just absorb and give, 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 give. So alter ego is born to prevent that. Sorry, ego is born, but the alter ego is like this devil on our shoulders let's say,
Oh.
go the short way, shortcuts, no pain. But with no pain there is no gain. Uh, Knowing personal hell is better than unknown, maybe personal heaven. But because
Mm.
it's unknown, we are not entering these possibilities. It
Mm.
can hurt us, probably, but we learn from that experience. And when we're learning, we're open, let's say, our golden cage and wander and explore our surroundings outside the cage. And when you do this long enough, you're starting to realize that you're more safe outside than inside.
Hmm. Because I've always been taught that to go inside for everything. No?
Yeah, inside us, but you
Inside
need.
us, right.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, it's our comfort zone. This is our golden cage,
Um,
you know,
okay.
and this is
So
really important.
in other words,
Yes,
I would say,
go.
does the golden cage trap us?
Uh, Cage is not trapping us. We are trapping ourselves. Golden cage is at least one open door and one open window, at least.
Hmm. Wow, that's yeah. Well, when you talk like, do you know what your last life was?
Yeah.
How did you get to see that last? What method did you use or tap into to see all your previous lives?
Uh, there are several techniques that are disposed to our knowledge. One is ayahuasca.
Mm.
It's very popular. The other one is past life regression. None
Mm-hmm.
of those is uh, controlled. You don't know what you're going to get ever. You
Wow.
just in past life regression, it's semi-controlled with therapists. So whenever you start to remember things, it's guided afterwards. But what you remember, what will come, it's you never know. You set intention, but you never know what you're going to get. There's
Okay.
different techniques inside Saanyo method. How you do this? It's how to do it safely and in controlled manner. But most of the time, it's really deep meditation with really good therapist. It's usually in organ generator or in sacred space like in Egypt at the pyramids or whatever, or in Bosnian pyramids in the tunnels, wherever it's sacred and it's allowed to do and have your own time to do it. And every time it's guided, it has to be guided.
Okay. I've never done ayahuasca. I've done psilocybin before, but never the ayahuasca. Can you kind of guide us through what that journey might be like?
It's when you go with ayahuasca, it's there's at least one shaman that will guide you and administered um, remedy, and he will guide you through whole process. But it's like tapping into a Pandora box, open, and you never know what's going out.
Wow.
That's the problem. Same with regression. It's similar, but you don't have um chemical substance, though it's natural. it's still chemical substance that is unlocking your past memories and abilities with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, does it take you deep into meditation, or do you actually leave your body to witness what you see?
Both. Uh, with ayahuasca, you depends on the concentration on you, on the shaman and the surroundings, including people. What kind of energy is everyone present? Uh, this is so many variables that is very hard to control everything. The really good ones they manage control, but they're opening a Pandora box, and what's coming, it's coming. Then you can control each to a point. You can guide the person, but it's still chemical that it's opening a gate, and what's coming, it's coming. You cannot stop it anymore. With regression, you can stop if it's going to be, if it's too painful, you can stop it. Same here when it's you start to you go through a process, and you deep meditation, out of body experience, all those stuff. All it's basically you tap into your Akashic records on your book of life, your page, and you know start reading stuff. Uh, the, and there are not many people that can do this safely with people, with their clients, because you really need to have high clear access to high levels of Akashic records, and there are few people alive to this point. Uh,
But
so
but you
yeah,
can do it, right? You yeah.
not anymore.
Okay, that's not
I
anymore.
messed up.
Uh-oh. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm curious, are you a shaman?
I was. I'm not practicing at the moment, but I was.
Okay. But I know you do these esoteric trips. You're the guide that takes the people there to meet the shaman?
No, basically, with retreats or journeys, they're all transformational. People understand retreats at you go somewhere nice location, spiritual, not so spiritual, doesn't matter. It's a retreat. You're fixed in one location. Uh, in Egypt, it's journey. So we go south, and we go north from like the Nile goes. So through all the sacred sites, visit the desert, do the meditations on Nile, things like that. It's
Mm.
transformational. It's you start to remember things because everyone that chose themselves to go to these retreats. I'm saying retreat because it's more easy to understand what's happening. Uh, though we travel, basically we're in different location every day, not sleeping in different location, but you go to different places. So it's still travel. You come back to hotel. Then when we do all the locations in one from one accessible from one place, we move to another. So things like that. And we end with in Cairo, in Giza, and band pyramids locations accessible from Cairo. And the so this is basically a journey from point A to point B and represents transformation. Just journey represents transformation, and transformations happens every day. We have really deep meditations, deep breathing, group group chatting. What's happening during the day? The mentality of every person area. So yeah, they'll get their feedback. I get feedback from them every day, and they grow, they transform, and you see this. They come from, from everyday stress, and they come home transformed, truly transformed. It's like it's different from for every individual. Sorry, uh, but in general, they come back better persons. Sometimes it's transformation so deep that our alter ego cannot handle this deep transformation, and remember, they deviate for a year, half a year, few months, and then they come back. But they
Okay.
get this input of 100% light, so they cannot deny it. They will gravitate back towards that. So my job is done. Okay, it can be, I can do a lot more if they're up to and want to, but basically they get information that they needed. In
Wow.
Bosnia,
You know,
it's a bit different. We are stationary in sleeping regards, but we go in different location every day, from Pyramid of the Sun, Moon, Love, Tumulus, special locations around the pyramids. Um, and it's a bit shorter because it's not so many sacred locations in one small place.
is Egypt one of the most sacred places, I'm guessing?
It's one of 13, 13 most sacred places, but the most sacred place on earth is Bosnian pyramids. Not because they're just the oldest sacred place, uh, but it's also original heart chakra for Gaia. And
Oh, wow.
uh, what Dr. Semir Osmanagic can prove, and scientists can prove, they're around 30,000 years old, the pyramids.
And, and what did you say was the most sacred place? I didn't catch that.
Bosnian pyramids of the sun. This
Okay.
is the oldest and the biggest pyramid on earth.
Wow. Wow. That's there. I
It's
lived
in my
in.
background. Look at it's here. That's the
It's
pyramid.
gorgeous.
And that's
Wow.
the pyramid of love. It has flat top, and the hills behind me, behind this one, and here this one, it goes from top of the pyramid of the sun. If you put Fibonacci spiral, it goes through all three tops, through the pyramid of the moon, tumulus, and sacred places around the place in Bosnia.
Wow. And I know we're getting close to the end, but it says here that you help executives, like
Yeah,
business men and women and executives. Um, so, and usually someone like that has not been immersed in your world too much. How do
exactly.
you, how do you, I don't want to say convince, but how do you let them know there's a different way to life than just sitting in an office?
Uh, well, I'm not approaching them with, let's say, spiritual woohoo, because that will be completely no. You don't have a chance. But if you approach them with stress management,
Mm.
because they're really stressed jobs. So from A to B, from not just executives, but business owners, doctors, vets, everyone that has really stressed job, they need to mitigate that stress so they can continue working. Uh, that they won't burn out, don't have anxieties, things like that. This is my new program. It's called 360 degrees stress transformation framework. It's basically do and utilize every known techniques regarding stress, plus dealing with the stress itself. So the root of the stress. So if you have, let's say, crazy boss and he's stressful and it's has its own problem, you mitigate that. You learn how to um, deal with that person. So you change yourself, and with changing yourself, you're changing your surroundings.
Mm,
You may change your job, not necessary, but you may, to get out of that stress, and you find yourself empowered because you gain your confidence, your knowledge, and things like that, and you figured out maybe this environment is not best for me. If so, let's say that I teach every participant how to deal and change stressful situations, reprogram themselves how to respond to stress and consequences, the symptoms from anxiety, burnouts, etc. And in this way, basically, you introduce them into spirituality
mm.
because
Okay.
you
So
make them better person already just mitigating stress. They're not yelling because, when you're stressed out, you're not yourself. It's like
true.
when you're hungry, for us men, it's like women only need four things to know: um, hungry, sleep, uh, drink, and sex. That's it. Add stress to that uh, environment, and we go nuts.
Okay, that's well, I'll tell you what, we are coming to the end of this interview, which I must tell you has been absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
And I just, you are someone I can definitely learn from. So, what I want to tell our audience is in the description of Leon's YouTube, there's a lot of ways to get a hold of him. There is a lot of ways, there's links there to where you can get a hold of him. You can see all kinds of things. And I, for one, am going to be using those because I want to make sure I keep up with you. I know some stuff, but I love learning. I love hearing these things. So many things I've never heard of today that I've been taking notes this whole time. So I want to thank you for being on today because that's what I love most about being a podcast host are the fascinating people that I get to meet. And Leon, you are by far one of them. So
Thank you.
I just want to thank you for being on the show today. I want to thank you for your wisdom, your knowledge, and I think when I hear someone talk the way you do, it's for the betterment of mankind.
Thank you. It
And I
was
and I love.
it's an honor to be on your podcast.
Oh, thank you so much. And for everyone out there, I will see you next week. Thanks.
See you.